Bitcoin could have actually changed the trajectory on Bitcoin because we were waiting for lower prices. However, we had seen actually a strong pump on yesterday's price action at night. And I told you guys that if we break 91K, which is happened right now, I'm going to be expecting much higher. And I also just opened up a long on Bitcoin, I think 12 hours ago. Right now, we are in profits. I'm going to talk about the current price action, my expectation, and also why I think that if Bitcoin manages to hold on onto the 91K level, I'm still going to be predicting much higher price. I'm going to talk about the most important to be holding support, which is at 91, and also my next targets on Bitcoin, how Bitcoin can actually very easily and very quickly go all the way higher to 97. And if 97 is broken, I think that the target will be a lot much higher than everybody would expect, because Bitcoin has been obviously super bearish for the past, I'd say, month or so, ever since we had made an all-time high at 126 point, I think 4. We had seen Bitcoin drop by a lot. However, we gotta understand, guys, that there will be a time, maybe this time, where the downtrend will break and a beginning of an uptrend will begin, guys. Hence why right now we're going to cover the possibility of this move being a possible change of structure, going from bearishness into bullishness, and why I held on and I opened even technically a late long, even though we weren't able to catch an exact good bottom on Bitcoin. I saw the price action at night. I saw how good of a strong move we had, and I waited for a little bit, just a little bit of a dump, and I immediately jumped onto a Telegram post, and I told you guys that I opened up a long trade, as you can see, even though I'm against giving blind signals, but I do want to be transparent, especially because we were covering quite extensively the bearish side on Bitcoin. Hence why when I opened up a long, I understand that even though it would be taken as a signal, but I want to be totally transparent. So I literally made a post after 4 or 5 hours of me making a little quick video. On that video from yesterday, guys, by the way, it was almost 9 minutes long, and we even went live for at least or almost 2 hours, guys. We spoke about how Bitcoin, even though yesterday Bitcoin was, by the way, guys, was at 87K. We spoke about the possibility and the potential of two things. First, I told you guys that if we actually manage to reclaim 87, 88, I'm going to first expect a quick pump all the way higher to 91. And if 91 is broken, if 91 is reclaimed, everything will flip on Bitcoin, because 91 isn't just an important little resistance line. To be honest, it is one of the most, or if not the most important support line that if flipped as done right now, technically Bitcoin could see much higher price. Because if I want to quickly recap, why am I putting much emphasis on the 91 level? To be honest, as shared from yesterday, guys, that right now all I'm doing on Bitcoin on the higher time frame is keeping it quite simple. I'm looking at the higher time frame range, as you can see, and then pulling a volume pull, as you can see, volume profile pull from the end of 2024 to the current price action. And we can clearly see that right now, with Bitcoin going above 91K, we are right now reclaiming the value area low, which is an important area. If held as support, I'm going to be expecting a strong rotation all the way higher. I'm going to talk about the technical way higher target, but first let me also cover the easy to maybe reach target, which is at 97K, the closest resistance line. Right now I'm going to be expecting a pump. Right now you gotta understand that I'm not saying that you should open a blind random long. If you got longs, please keep them open. If you had read the post on Telegram from yesterday, keep your longs open, as I'm doing right now. As I said, guys, by the way, I'm quite happy because we literally made a video titled 99% of traders will miss this Bitcoin move, because I do gotta admit that as a day trader, I am able, or I'm allowed, to change my bias, because bias would not make me money. Trades and the quick change of the bias will make me money, guys. Hence why, even though we had covered quite extensively, and I do admit that we spoke about the 67K target as a bearish target, but I always give you guys not a prediction, but an expectation, a bias, if something is held as support or resistance. So yeah, I do admit that 2 days ago we spoke about the 67K target. If Bitcoin had held on to 91K as resistance. But yesterday I made a video and a live stream where we covered how easy it is to flip and change everything that would happen on Bitcoin, because I said, guys, by the way, you gotta understand that if Bitcoin actually on a higher time frame gives us a low as done first and then a higher low, and then we manage to flip 91 as support from resistance, we'll be also making a higher high. So notice how, like, on a lower time frame, Bitcoin right now is making a little bit of a bullish structure. We had making two higher lows and two higher highs, which is technically happening for the first time in a huge while. Also, right now we have covered or broken out of the 107 little downtrend, and finally and most importantly, us being able to reclaim and actually flip 91 into support is a massive move. Now I gotta admit that I don't want to maybe spread too much bullishness, because you gotta understand, guys, that these could end up in a fake out. I'll never tell you to long right now, even though I'm expecting higher. You gotta understand that these are all, like, to be honest, needed to hold on to 91 for us to go higher. If 91 is lost, everything will be cancelled. We can easily lose 91 and then go all the way lower to 87. But if 91 is held on, I'm going to be expecting 97, maybe try to short 97. But if we flip 97, I'm going to be, as I said, guys, from yesterday, I'm going to be waiting for a much higher increase. We can easily see 116k. I know, I do admit that it sounds crazy for me to say that, yeah, we got above 91, I'm going to be waiting for 116, but trust me, this is totally viable, because yesterday we've shared the idea of value area rotation. If we actually lose a value area, we reclaim 91, we're going to be targeting 116. This happened from, I think, April from the same year, 2025, and even happened on the flip side, on the all-time high. We had made a break out of the value area high, lost the value area high, which is the blue line, and then went all the way lower to the blue line. So every single time we lose a blue line, which is the value area low, we go above it, as seen from April, and as seen from the all-time high, we go above it, we're going to be targeting the other flip side of the value area blue line, which in this case is the value area high. So yes, I did change my bias. I was prepared and I made a plan from you guys, with you guys yesterday, to change our bias if something happens differently, and something did happen differently. I made a public post telling you guys I went long, so hopefully everybody made money along with me. Let's just wait and now watch if Bitcoin actually goes and keeps on going higher as we're holding on 91. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for being patient with me. Going to read every single comment here. If you got a question, please do type them in the chat, because we're going to be staying for a while today. I was a bit late, I do admit, though, so I gotta maybe make it back with you guys or for you guys by sticking along for longer. So let me quickly do something here, and then I'll pull up the comment section. We're going to take a quick deeper look on the lower time frame, maybe share the ideas, share why I longed, maybe the premise of me logging a bit late. I do admit, guys, that I did long a bit late, but to be honest, I know that the risk is much lower than the reward. I know that even though if I get it wrong, which is having the price dip below 90.4, 91k, which is the value area low, I'm going to be totally fine with that, because to be honest, sometimes the biggest, strongest returns in a move are the ones that are least expected. So we gotta understand that there will be a time, as I've said from the beginning, there will be a time, which may as well be this one, where the downtrend will be broken. I'm going to be saying every single time, I've been saying, by the way, guys, that's totally fine. I'm not here to maybe make someone happy, I'm not here to make someone love me. I'm only here to make money. And if I share the stuff with you guys publicly, and I happen to have helped someone make money or learn something, that would be the total goal. But I want to teach you guys that I'm not here for the sake of making content. I do admit, as I've covered, obviously or honestly, I'm quite happy that we made a quick video from yesterday, covering in depth the potential and the possibility of flipping the bias, because as I said from yesterday, I do admit that yes, someone posting a title and thumbnail with a 67k number on it, and then immediately 2 days after opening, or even not even 2 days after, 1 day after opening a long, and the day after that speaking about a target of 116, I do admit that it sounds a bit weird, maybe scammy for the beginners out there, but trust me, guys, I'm only here to talk about making money. So if I open a long, then hopefully guys that would be totally all right with you, because I tried to make it quite transparent. So not only did I make it up with you guys by also making a video covering the potential of the flipping of the bias, but also because I do admit that maybe most of you guys are a bit on the beginner side, I also wanted to not even say that, but also like make a literal post where I said I went long. So I'm not here telling you guys to follow me on Telegram, because obviously it's totally up to you. But if you want to be kept updated with me, guys, you gotta follow me on the free Telegram channel, because I do from time to time, especially because right now the bias just flipped. I was a bit more cautious, or maybe not cautious, but a bit more helpful by sharing lots more stuff. As I said, guys, I'm against the signal type posts, but just because I was a bit more bearish when we had lost 91k, I'm happily going to share my perspective whenever I flip that thing or flip the bias. Okay, give me a second here. All right. All right, so let me take a look at the comments. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for sticking up with me. We got TD4. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, champs, and good evening. Whatever you are in the world. We got AL said, I short Bitcoin after strong rejection from 93. Personally, I'm waiting for higher. If you wanna take my, or sorry, if you wanna ask me for my take, I know that is maybe quite late for you now to maybe jump into a log, but let me keep it quite simple. Guys, I'll take a look at the comments, but right now I know that it's confusing, especially if you're like just getting into trading. I'm only here to make money and share my experience with making money. If you do make money from that, that's totally fine. But please don't be, or don't hold me to the content side that I put out, because as I said, like even though I've covered that from yesterday, I managed to like explain it to you guys before it happened. So I'm quite I think it's quite alright for me to not mention it again, but just to quickly cover it again, guys. That yes, I made a video titled Bitcoin to 67k. That will remain the case if Bitcoin is or becomes under 91k. So you gotta understand that here it's only about making money. So the analysis or the thumbnail title, whatever that is only for the sake of maybe catching the viewer and then having them watch the full length of the video or the live stream, because like no matter how much I go in depth in the title or thumbnail, nothing will be like watching the actual video or live stream. So I do want to like emphasize the fact that, guys, whenever you are in a downtrend or even an uptrend, you gotta stick with the bias of lower. Like if the price seems bearish, all we're doing like for the past maybe 2 months exactly, us making lower lows and lower highs, not being able to break a certain resistance line, seeing lower prices. Obviously it doesn't require rocket scientists to call for lower. Like if you stick with a lower bias or a bearish bias ever since, or if you had stuck with the lower bias ever since we maybe, let's say we lost 116k, so you saw Bitcoin give you a high, a low, a high, and maybe then this one. So if you had stuck, as I did by the way, if you had stuck with the expectation of lower from 112, 110, 107, as I did, that is totally fine, or that would be the smart decision. So most of you guys are like quite amazed on how I predicted that drop. Like I'd say that maybe the 112 to 97 was a bit like not hard, but a bit good to be honest as a prediction. But after that, it didn't require a rocket scientist to like literally short every single pump that we had. Like the reason why I shorted, or I'm still in the short that we took from 107, is because I understand that the structure is bearish. Hence why, like mathematically, probabilistically, it only makes sense to be looking or waiting for lower. Now, the word, or whenever I say waiting for lower, that doesn't mean shorting randomly, selling a spot and waiting for lower. No, all I mean that my bias is towards lower. That would guide me towards having my shorts open or staying for longer, looking for better shorts, and maybe be more cautious in terms of opening longs. But that wouldn't mean that I won't be opening longs, or that explicitly that doesn't mean for the investors out there to be selling. Like I do admit that yes, if someone didn't watch the video, which was by the way almost 15-minute long, much longer than the usual videos, if someone didn't watch it, obviously, if you had invested in Bitcoin and you saw the title, maybe you would have sold just because the title says 67k. But if you watch the video, I always say, if this then that. I always gotta emphasize the beginning part of the statement by saying that it is a case-based prediction. I wouldn't even call it a prediction, an expectation. So yeah, when Bitcoin was below 91, I said that while below 91, I'm going to be waiting for 67k. Above 91, I'm going to be waiting for 116k. Be that as it is, as they call it. Like I'm not here to maybe make someone like love me, hate me, or I'm just here to actually show you guys or tell you guys the actual proof. And the good thing about it, like even though maybe someone didn't catch the log, because I do admit that I posted at such a late time, and also I only posted on free Telegram. I didn't make a video, obviously. Anyways, so I do admit that, or sorry, the good thing about it, like if you had maybe just now flipped bullish with me, then you can flip your bias, become a bull, as you call it, and then look for longs in between 91 all the way to 116. See? So it's quite alright to miss longs here, guys. It's like I'm totally happy about not longing from 80k to 91. Why? Because that was the hard, more gambly on the gambling side of like trading. I'd much rather wait for a clear break and then long. Now, just to quickly emphasize, guys, that I'm against trading the breakout. So even though, yeah, I gotta admit that on a daily time frame, it closely seems that I traded a breakout. Yeah, so like, oh, Ahmed is trading a breakout for the first time. But no, guys, even though it looks like, or it may look like of me trading a breakout, the reason why I entered was on a much lower time frame. I basically longed this dip. See this one? I longed this one. So see how nice it is? Like even if you're against trading a breakout, you can understand the bullish context, go on a lower 5 to 15 minute time frame, wait for a little dip, and then long. So hopefully, guys, you've understood why, or the way I or the reason behind me longing from that. Give me a second here. All right. We got Wayne in the chat. Hello, Wayne said, good day, champion. Smash the like on your way. Let's make 100 likes, the daily standard, not the goal. Thank you. Hopefully, we can easily do that with Bitcoin going higher right now. We got Michael in the chat. Mohammed Rifat. Hello, Ahmed, bro. Sonic, Tahar, Immobilits from Belgium. How are you doing, brothers and sisters? Hi, champ. We got Cisco, Hobby. Dave, where is your take profit? Yeah. So I'm planning to be more greedy with this trade. By that I mean that, like, you gotta understand that with me catching a good long, I wouldn't say I have the best entry. It's a bit late, as I said, 91.8. With that being said, I'd much rather two things happening. Either this actually gives us an amazing like bump to much higher prices, and this actually becoming the bull case of seeing 116 and me having an amazing most greatest long, or this loses immediately if we go back to 90, 89. I wouldn't care much. So you gotta understand that I'm looking at this as a much swing trade. So I know that it's quite different to my usual trades, but in this case, just because it's an important inflection point, my entry is at 91.8. So even if my stop loss, which is right now at 89.420, 89.420 is, or 420, or close to this, that even like taking profit at 97, 96 would give me a good risk reward ratio, 2-to-1. But I'm looking at it more as if, or as a swing trade. So I'm planning this one. So you gotta understand that I'm quite alright for not taking much profits until we see an actual pump. And like the more we get a pump, the more I'll be more adamant in not taking profits. So I know that it's quite confusing, but I'll probably do one thing. Like if we hit 97, I'll either close 50 or even 20%, or maybe nothing, and then move my stop loss. So what I know right now, what I can tell you for sure, is that if you go to 97, 96, I'll be moving my stop loss at entry. I think the better thing to do here, if you go to 97 and my long like becomes into even more profits, I'd much rather like at 97, if we see even a rejection. By the way, guys, like always the potential that the decision will be made for us. So if Bitcoin goes to 97, immediately reclaims 97, 98, never loses 96, I won't be doing nothing. I will be just watching the price go higher. But assuming that maybe, yeah, we can even see a little rejection, rather than taking profits on my long, what I will be doing at 97, 96, I'll move my stop loss at the entry, or even maybe not, because I'm scared that maybe it will take me out. Maybe stop loss entry, or maybe at 91, 90k. So I'll make it either closer to my entry or at my entry, so I can be guaranteed not losing. And then if the rejection looks good on a lower time frame, I'll try shorten Bitcoin at this trade. So I know that it's quite confusing for you guys, but look at it as me just thinking about a trade, because 97 is still an important resistance line. So I can literally like scalp it, day trade it, open a little short, and then like maybe book profits with this. So if you go lower, move my stop loss entry, be having two shorts and two sorry, a long and a short, and then hopefully the short gets taken out and then we go higher. So I know that's quite confusing, but sometimes, especially if the resistance line is good but the broader time frame is bullish, I'd much rather than taking like profits on my long trade, I'll open a little short and have it act as a hedge. If I lose it, then I'm going to be happy, obviously, because the upside of like flipping 97, 98 is obviously seeing 114, 116, 115. So hope you guys got the gist of it. Give me a second here. All right. I'm thinking that 97 will be key resistance to claim. What do you think? We got Isaac in the chat. How you doing, bro? Yeah, to be honest, yeah, 97 is one of the most important, if not the most important one. But structurally, I'd say that even if we get a rejection off of 97, that wouldn't look bad. I think that most of you guys would agree with me, because like think about it, like Bitcoin right now, even at if we reach 97 at this area, at this level, we'll be making higher highs and higher lows, which to my like normal view, I'd say that this is the first time it happened ever since we started downtrending, like especially at the scale, or the like the period. Let me see, like from making from making this bottom, which happened I think on the 21st of November, to us assuming that we'll put the 97 top, I'd say today or like tomorrow, if we get like easy pump, that would have taken us to 14 days, 2 weeks of us till us we make a higher high and higher low. So technically, I don't think Bitcoin has ever or did ever do that in the period of time where we had seen a downtrend. So I'm not sure if it ever happened. So we had a high, we had a, I wouldn't say this one. Yeah, so technically there isn't even one to be comparing this one with. So yeah, I'd say that 97k would be a smart move to maybe try to short it. But I know that it's quite confusing for the beginners out there, because shorting it would only act as a hedge, because obviously, yeah, as Isaac said, we never know, guys. We can easily hit the point of control and then go all the way lower and get lower targets. So here, we are not in the prediction business. We're only in the money-making business. Hence why I'm going to be greedy with my long and be smart enough to understand that rather than closing a portion of my trade, I'll keep it open, but move my stop loss entry and open a short. But all I'm hoping, to be honest, is just for me and everybody here that Bitcoin actually makes the job a bit easier for us by immediately jumping above or claiming 97, never seeing a rejection off of that line, and then we'll go and shoot for much, much higher without having to think twice about it. Give me a second here. I missed the long, bro. Where can I long now? Yeah, so obviously, guys, most of you guys will be everybody that had missed the trade will be looking to maybe enter. I'd say that you gotta be cautious. Like even my trade, I'd class it as super late and a bit against my system of trading. But I was a bit not lucky, but a bit smart with going to much lower time frame. So I gotta admit, guys, that you first have to understand that while above 91, let's focus on the lower time frame only. So while above, I'd say 90k, 90.5 to 91, the target would be us seeing 97. All right, so this would be my expectations for today. All right, or even like the next couple of hours. Holding this would give us this. So see how this would be only good for people that are looking to long, or for those who already have a long. But please don't take this as me saying to long now, because obviously you're too late. Don't be randomly longing, because you wouldn't be able to maybe better judge or to be honest, like manage your trade. So I'd much rather you miss out on an easy pump rather than jumping on randomly. If you want to do that, be my guest. Doesn't matter, or it does matter, but not for me, because you're going to be risking your own money. But I do want to help you guys by saying that maybe on a lower time frame you can look for a little trade. So the easiest thing to do is only on the 5-minute time frame, maybe pull up the volume profile and just take an analysis of the price action here. Maybe also look at the daily highs and lows. Let me take a look. So we got the low at 91. So I'm not sure like where's the close idea for the late like people out there. Maybe a retest of 92 would be not the worst idea. it depends on how crazy you want to do or how risky you want to take it, to be honest, because like the daily lows at 91, the volume or the high volume area for today is like at just below 92, so that would be a bit good. uh let me see, this one would be too similar to that anyway, so I do like the 91, so, sorry, the loss of 92 and then the reclaim of 92. Maybe this one would be the only like smart scalp long that would be maybe turning into a much higher trade. So yeah, I'd say that if you had sorry, if you had missed the trade, then losing or dipping below 92 and reclaiming 92 would be the next trade to be taken for those who have missed the other ones previously. So yeah, dipping below 92, reclaiming 92, that would be taken as a little scalp long. But as said, guys, the good thing about taking little scalp longs or little scalps in general in the like the general direction of the market, then that's totally like smart, because even if it may start as a little scalp, so by scalp I mean the 5 minute time frame like outlook, if you put the stop loss at just below this area and then you target the current daily high, that's a bit wide, but I'd say like move the stop loss here anyways. So putting the stop loss here and treating it as a little scalp long would maybe turn into a much higher trade. So it's quite nice. But as said, guys, please don't be longing randomly. I'd much rather, for the ones that have missed the long from yesterday, to miss out on a pump, an immediate pump to 4%, rather than gambling their money by randomly longing here. Because as I said, like if you are patient enough and lucky enough to get a drop and then it bounce from 92, then that's totally fine. That is a trade by itself, a separate idea. That's fine and smart. But wait, like long in here wouldn't be, to be honest. Like even though I'm saying that holding this would make me feel or wait for higher, please don't be randomly longing or shorting, guys. That is totally against my thesis or my system, that stuff that I want to teach you guys. Anyways, uh give me a second here. I longed 86k. I think I've missed a few questions here, so I gotta be quick with reading the comments. Bear with me, brothers here, sisters too. All right. I'm thinking that. All right. I think I've missed a lot here. I missed the long, bro. So I read that along. I longed 86k. Wow. I'm buying a car, BMW. Congrats, bro. Yeah. To be honest, like maybe longing yesterday would have been smart, as we've covered, guys. By the way, like if you watched or you kept up with the free Telegram posts and also with the channel, we quite extensively covered, and I'm quite happy. Like some of you guys are trying to over or play it too smart. I think that being too smart is bad in the market, because like I said, guys, the reason why we expected, just to quickly like cover how we called the quick drop and the quick pump in between 87 and 91 was quite simple. Like I showed up, I think on Saturday or maybe Sunday, and we said one thing. We said that if 90k, 90.5, hold on a second, guys, we've got the car guys calling me, so give me a minute here. All right, sorry guys for muting myself here. I really want to know, when is it safe to put stop loss at break even? For example, the long trade you provided yesterday. Thank you in advance. All the best. Yeah. So as said, guys, I think I've covered that question. So hitting 97, 96, and then judging based on that. All right, where do you expect ETH if Bitcoin goes to 97? That is a smart question, so maybe we can cover that next. Let me pull up the ETH chart, guys. Hopefully, we're going to stick along for much higher or much longer, even though my car is parked in the wrong spot, so I gotta move it in 30 minutes. But I'll try to stay with you guys for as long as possible. So right now, as I said, I wanted first. The reason why I kept on, or I held out from like talking about ETH for the past 2 or 3 days was because I said we gotta wait for Bitcoin to decide whether we're able to reclaim 91 or not. So now, with the assumption that Bitcoin keeps 91 as support and us being or flipping our bias towards higher, so 97, then much higher after that, we're going right now to have at least a bit of leeway of talking and focusing on the ETH chart, because yesterday, if you had watched the ETH analysis from yesterday's live stream, we had spoken, by the way, guys. I think ETH, at by the time Bitcoin was at around 87, 86, we said that if Bitcoin goes above 87.5, I'm going to be expecting an easy quick pump all the way to 91k. And with that happening, I said that if this happens, I'm going to be also expecting and predicting a quick move up on ETH from this section where I think it was all the way higher to $3,000, and happily it came into fruition. Right now, I just want to quickly take maybe a better look, because I think that we can all agree that ETH is pumping quite even harder than Bitcoin. So let me go on a higher time frame and see what is going on with ETH. Firstly, I'm quite happy about the fact that it literally perfectly bounced from our early area of 2600. But right now, I think that it's better to focus on such more important stuff, to be honest. So anyways, let me go on a higher time frame. I'll cover Bitcoin in much more depth. I just want to quickly take a look at ETH. So we got ETH going above the previous monthly high, previous monthly point of control. That's quite good. All right, give me a second to remove the volume profile. Go on a weekly chart. Let's move this a bit to the side. And then nothing to be caring about here. All right, seems good. This is a good volume area, essentially. All right, nothing important other than that. We'll take an anchored view up from this beginning of the downtrend. Yeah, so looks bullish. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that, but seems bullish and like goes well with the Bitcoin expectations. So right now, if you want to ask me, with us breaking this volume area, I'd say that point of control or range point of control, and us going above, give me a second here guys, and us going above the anchored view up, we have just broken the downtrend that was started from the 10th of November. Not the biggest, not the most important downtrend, but it is a downtrend. Hence why right now I'm seeing that Bitcoin can easily get a pump, like an easy, quickly, like I'd say in the next couple of minutes or hours, if Bitcoin goes higher. If Bitcoin reaches 94, 95, ETH will be immediately jumping to 3,170. So that would be too easy for us. That is my expectation for the next couple of minutes even. Then after that, I think that totally waiting for a 10% move would be super easy, to be honest. I'm not here like calling it. You gotta understand, guys, like whenever we are downtrending, especially for the stuff that I use, like if you're using volume and you suddenly stop downtrending and you start flipping the bias into like a bullish structure, using the volume profile would be the easiest thing to print money out of, because we literally have data of how the market moved when it was downtrending. And usually, not more than usually, most of the time, when we start going higher, it's going to be like respecting every single volume node of the downtrend. So just to quickly give you explain to you guys why I mostly like print money when Bitcoin changes structure or ETH changes structure. That's too similar to why. By the way, guys, see how like easy, if you wanna maybe I'm not sure if I I didn't start making content in the English channel back then, but on my Arabic channel, when ETH started going from bearish into bullish by breaking 1,800, 1,700, the reason why I printed literally 3-4x of my literal net worth by going or by investing and trading ETH from us breaking structure from the the downtrend into a bull trend or an uptrend by literally using the volume profile tool. Like, I would have loved to have made content back then in English, but in my Arabic channel, if you go back to the old videos like from April, May, June, we were calling for higher on ETH, and we literally waited and made money all the way higher. Why? Because every single time you got a downtrend, you can literally use it as a cheat code to expect higher or lower or know how the market would move. Anyways, with that being said, right now we have a similar structure to what made me money previously. That's what I'm trying to say here. Like, we have a downtrend, and whenever it's going to stop, you'll be maybe, or will be hopefully both, or all of us, sorry guys, be able to make lots of money by expecting and predicting the easy pumps to the high side. Anyways, with that being covered, I just want to quickly look at ETH on a higher time frame. So yeah, the bullish good thing here is that we broke out of $3,070. That's the good thing here. Next, we're going to be waiting for higher. All right. There's like multiple pulls of an anchored VWAP I'll happily take. So we can maybe look at this. That would be crucial. Maybe the most important one. So I'll delete this one because we have broken out of it, and see this or call this as the next target to focus on Bitcoin. All right. Let me add this section to the side here. All right. All right. So we got this anchored VWAP. Break this anchored VWAP and then wait for much higher price, to be honest here. Let me see the value area, which is going to be here. Yeah. All right. So that's basically it. So me personally, I'd say that ETH, if Bitcoin goes much higher, I'd say that the path for ETH for higher would be hitting 3,330, break it, go to 3,850, break it, go to 5,000 plus. So that would be it. So I'd say that the anchored VWAP area, 3,330, would be similar to Bitcoin, maybe hitting 97. So 7%, let me see how much Bitcoin will need to go to 96, 97. 4%. So that goes well with ETH outperforming Bitcoin a bit. So Bitcoin pushing to 97 would cause ETH to push to at least 3,330. All right. Breaking this, and Bitcoin breaks, if Bitcoin goes or breaks 97, I'm going to be expecting 116 or 114 at least. So I say 114 to 116. So almost 18 to 20%. All right. So 18 to 20% on ETH. If I'm expecting here 18, 20%, that would be maybe the value area low. That would take it 15%. So even more than that. All right. So to be honest, I'd say that if Bitcoin going to 116 is similar to ETH hitting this like section of resistance, 4,000, 3,800. So just for you guys, like the way I like to predict or expect higher on ETH or call for targets on ETH, I usually focus on the similarity, or like looking for targets that would work well with Bitcoin meeting its targets. So 97, I'd say that would be equal to 3,330. 4,000, I'd say that would be equal to ETH, Bitcoin going to 110, 114 plus. All right. And I also like to finally, just before I go back to the questions and also go back to the charts of Bitcoin, I also love to focus on and look at the Ethereum against Bitcoin chart, because I see this as the main like fuel for making ETH outperform Bitcoin. You gotta focus on this. Like this has never been or has been bearish. Let me say it that way. It has been bearish ever since we made an all-time high on ETH. So we topped out on the ETH against the dollar chart. We started dropping against Bitcoin on the ETH against Bitcoin chart. So for us to become super ultra bullish on ETH, we need to wait for this to go higher. So this has a resistance area at around, I'd say 0.036 to 0.037. All right. We hit this one, which will take, like, we can pump 10% against Bitcoin, and for us to still not have cleared the most important resistance line. But assuming that after that we manage to also hold on to it and go higher, then I'm going to be also super ultra bullish. So 10% and then easy 30 to 60%. That would take us probably, let me see, 10% would help ETH go here, all right? And then 40, 50, yeah, so easily make an all-time high. So I want to guys be clear that here we're only like focusing on the upside, not to sell you a dream. All I'm doing here is maybe like looking at possibilities and targets, because you gotta understand that with this here, there's a huge assumption for ETH to go to 4,000. We must break 3,030, all right, 3,330, all right. So please don't take me like all of a sudden talking about an all-time high on ETH as if I'm expecting that. I'm only saying that if all of the things happen and all of the stars are perfectly aligned, this would be the path for ETH reaching an all-time high all dependent on Bitcoin. Bitcoin literally can ruin the party by doing two things: either immediately dropping from now, we can like literally the market doesn't care about nobody's feeling. This is why forget the title and the thumbnail. I have a stop loss, guy. By the way, I have a stop loss, guys. By the way, so I have a stop loss because literally the market can like dump, clear everything and cancel everything, and for us to lose 90k and like all the way go lower to maybe 60 70, no matter how low we can get, or even we can go to 97, be happy about this hit, see Bitcoin go to 97, see ETH go to 3330, and then rather than keeping on going, we can hit this area and then lose 91, and then for us to see lower. So here I'm not saying here, sorry, in this channel you won't be getting predictions. I'm not predicting nothing in the channel. All I'm saying that if 91 is held, I'm going to be first waiting for 97, but in general the target is like factually and technically 116 115, all right? But that wouldn't stop me from trying to take a little scalp short at 97 to cover my back if, and if is important because I never know, guys. I'm not here predicting stuff. If Bitcoin goes to 97, it may as well also go lower, take liquidity and go and revisit 78 67, no matter how low we can get. So please understand that this isn't, even though like you see me sometimes entertain the idea of seeing 67k, sometimes entertain the idea of seeing all-time highs and higher numbers. It's all about statements that are dependent on a certain support or resistance line. So I sometimes like to I like to entertain ideas, but please understand that that would not give you the signal, and that would not give you the opportunity to randomly long or sell. All right, I can literally right now see how like every single thing, almost every single thing that I said on this live stream is super bullish. I can literally right now like ruin everybody's dream by covering the potential bad scenario. All right, so gotta understand that here we're only focusing on the important stuff, but not predicting stuff. All right. What percentage of your account balance do you use for a single trade, and what leverage? Yeah, I've been getting this question a lot, guys. By the way, it's not a matter of the percentage of the whole portfolio, but only it's only a matter of the it's only a matter of how much you're risking per trade. So look at the stop loss, don't look at the percentage you're entering every single time. All right. Thanks, bro. I longed from 87. Good. Quite happy. We got South Africa in the chat. Thank you. We love you. We love you anyways. Thank you, Sonic. Made 1,200, so you made my day. No worries. Thank you. I'm quite happy about that, Dave. If I make money and somehow get someone happy by making also money, that would be the total goal, to be honest. Hi, Ahmed. All right. Traduction language not working. Not sure what you mean. I want to change language in Arabic. I'm not sure if there's like a translation settings while live. Maybe once the live stream ends and then it processes for like 24 hours, then it makes up, or sorry, it allows for you to get the subtitles. Your Fibonacci level is like a sniper shot. Thank you, Dimas. Crypto said, I think you entered the long in a rush. Don't you think that we can go back to 88 and it is the best long? I wouldn't say a rush, but as I like admitted from the post itself and also from the beginning of the live stream, whenever I say or I do something, I want to be totally transparent. So I'm not here saying, or I'm not, even though that, yeah, I do admit that target, obviously the long looks good because we're printing money, making money. Everybody made money by listening to the post or like acting with the post. But that wasn't done because I was thinking that Bitcoin would go higher. Me longing is only because I long, or sorry, me posting about me longing was only because I did that. So you gotta understand, guys, that I only like made an easy signal, or even though I hate signals, as a post, because I understand that I've been using thumbnails that are a bit bearish. So most of you, the beginners out there, will be confused. Like if it was super bullish and we had talked about this idea, I wouldn't have posted it quite clearly because I'm not here giving signals, whether paid or unpaid, guys. It's not a matter of paying me. I don't need no money from you guys, but because I do understand that this was an inflection point in the market, I had to make it quite easy for the beginners out there. Show me the lines, champ. Thank you, Zloty, for showing up. Hi, great stream. Do you close your short? When could it be? Is continuous the uptrend? Oh yeah, I didn't close my short. I probably will do so if we go closer to 97, 96, because technically, yes, holding 91 should cancel the idea of keeping the 107 short for longer. All right. But for the time being, no, I do have it open. I try to be as transparent as possible by showing the trades live, guys. So you gotta understand, especially for beginners. Most of the beginners out there will think just because I have a short open is because I'm bearish and I'm expecting lower. No, guys. All the reason why I'm still like haven't closed the short. What first, because we just changed the price action or the bias. So give me a little wiggle room here, guys. And also just because this short isn't a short that I've took like days ago. It's actually a short taken from 106. So like it's still in profits, guys. So please understand that a person that is in a short is different than a person who's waiting for lower. Guys, please give me, I'd say, hold on a second. Let me quickly look for the break. Sorry. All right. I think the audio cuts off. So I'm going to put you guys in the timer zone. All right. I'll give me 2 minutes and then I'll come back. I'll take a little break here, guys. Don't go nowhere. If someone asks about me, just tell them Ahmed will be coming in. Hopefully less than 2 minutes, maybe more, maybe three. I'll try to do go and come back quickly. All right, I think I've made it just less or just about 2 3 minutes. Sorry guys. Thank you for showing up. Let me continue reading the comments and also look at Bitcoin didn't move in the 3 minutes that I went. Anyway, so that's quite all right. So as I said, guys, for the ones that have just came or jumped into the on the live stream, long in here wouldn't make sense, too risky. If you want to be a bit late, wait for 92. Long in here, even though I'm waiting for higher, my system tells me that, or my system or my rules tell me that you should rather miss a risky trade rather than jump into early or late. All right. We got Xera said, or XISRA. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I've followed you since your first laugh on the Moon Show. I never regretted it. Your analysis is a pure gold mine. I managed to recover all of my losses from Trump China tariffs from $63 to $530 today. That's quite wonderful. Thank you a lot for showing your experience and also for showing like your gratitude. I'm totally happy by such comments, to be honest, because like they make me feel as if the time that I like use or like put in us going live every single day and covering the chart or covering the stats, covering the trades aren't going to waste, but we actually have like genuine people who are like profiting and benefiting, like in general, even like education wise, from the content that we put out. So thank you for your nice comment here. New higher high. This is a long signal, but look for retest. By the way, did you close your close? Yeah, I think I've answered that. That's an old question. Let me quickly look at them, guys. All right. Hello, sir. We got Liang, Anfinga. Good morning. Good morning to you. Kazi, or what would be your lower entry for long? Yeah, I think we've covered it at 92. If we break 89, will you short? No, guys. Salam, if price plus 97k, will you trade long breakout? Absolutely not. I just came here. Is he longing? I think that the better phrased question would be, is he long? Which is, yeah, I think the title says it. Yeah, I longed Bitcoin. So I think the title covers the question. So I'm not longing per se, but I do have a long. Hi, as a horizontal levels, do value area and value area high have the same importance than a point of control for you? No. Point of control is the most realistic thing, or the most realistic part of the volume profile tool, because it is an actual thing. So you gotta understand, guys, that I don't want to like get too advanced here, but whenever you're putting a certain volume area analysis pull, so the place where you pick the pulls from is totally up to you, but just understand the meaning behind the three lines that show up. So the point of control, all it says, the red line, all it tells you that this area of this chart, or not even the chart, this area of the analyzed like section you chose to put the volume profile at, has the highest volume in relation to every single area, or every single price that you chose to put the section on. All right, so that's the red line. Easy to understand. Just I picked to choose, or I chose to put the volume area from here and there. The blue line, sorry, the red line is the highest volume. You can even see it like visually with this being the highest node in terms of volume. All right, that is it. But the other things, or the two other blue lines, work in tangent with each other, so you can't use one without the other. So let me explain to you guys, for the beginners out there, what the volume profile is, or what the value area high and low are. All right, so as I said, we are currently analyzing this section of the chart. All right, only this section. So see how, like, even though the volume profile gives you or highlights this section, what we're doing here is essentially also looking at everything else. But whenever the volume profile puts the boundaries, the outermost boundaries for the volume area at a certain levels, you have to understand that this is called, so see these lines, whatever is in between the value area high and low is called the value area. So value area high and value area low are the names of the boundaries, the outermost boundaries, but the inner area is called value area, right? So you have to understand that what the value area is telling you. So this blue section, what it's telling you guys, that whatever is in between this and that, so these blue lines, is 70% of the volume of the total. So whatever is outside, so you can see it this way: whatever is important is within the section. Whatever is outside the total of the outside boundaries, or the sections, or the areas, are 30% at max. All right, so it's just the way of reading the volume profile. And you can even like change the settings, by the way, guys. I wouldn't recommend it. It's been working wonderfully I'd say the industry standard is 70%, but you can also cover like change it, guys. See how value area volume is 70. If I make it 100%, it will literally give me the boundaries at wherever the highest price and the lowest price are, because it's like it's covering everything 100%. But 70% is the one I'm using. It's, I think, the default settings. I just want to quickly nerd out by explaining like a question I think no one asked. Anyways, hold on a second, sisters and brothers. I'm trying to look at the comments. I think I'm nearly getting to the bottom, so that's quite all right. Little Cat said, or sorry, I think we got Rohan. Hello, hello, how you doing? Little Cat said, I was thinking too long now. Personally, I wouldn't do it. If you want to do it, then at least understand that this is a risky long. All right, you're too late, very late, and understand that the stop loss would be at 89. All right. So if you calculate the stop loss and you're prepared to act or take it as a swing trade and hold it for like 114, then that's fine. But the reason, or the mistake that most of you guys will fail to do, or sorry, would do and fail to avoid, is actually like most of you guys will be able to open a long here, but will fail to understand that just because you open the long here, you gotta treat it as a very far away target. Like, please don't be opening a long here, putting the stop loss at 89, but then taking profits at 95. And if, for the love of God, guys, don't be like trading. Look at this. Like, see how like awful it would look like if you close the trade at 95. See how the risk to reward is literally like the risk is almost double the reward, guys. So that is totally wrong. But if you're ready to count how much you will lose if the price goes to 89.5, and you're also ready to only take profits at a higher, much higher target, then that's not fine, but at least a bit better of a gamble, you know? That's the way I'd phrase it. Give me a second here. All right, so we got Zloty said, if it falls below 90.5, will you short? No, I wouldn't do that at for the time being. Like, my current thought process wouldn't make me short, but I will admit that this would be super bearish. But see how, like, I have to tell you guys this before it happens. Or I said that, but I'll reiterate by saying that I'm only saying that Bitcoin could go to 97 and 116 if 91 is held. So it's all right. Like, I have a long. I may as well lose it. Right now it's in profits, but I may as well lose my long, and we lose 91 and it dips all the way lower. So this is not a prediction. So hopefully you guys understand that, because I know that most of you guys are beginners, so I gotta be a bit cautious by repeating myself lots and lots again. See how wonderful it was. Like, if you avoided, or sorry, if you longed too late, you would have lost money. Anyways, let me pull up also all right, super bullish. This reaction is super bullish. Like, lots of shorts are opening. All right, let me see. All right, so technically, yeah, if we go to 92 and then like hold it, that would be not that would be nice. To go to this and like go higher. Let me see. Because like we see, I technically, yes. Sorry guys, unfortunately, yeah, I'm too lazy. I still haven't put the new Mac on, but I'm currently viewing the order flow through my little tiny nice laptop here, and it tells me that right now this little wick that happened on the 5-minute time frame drop is mostly, or like there's like a shit ton of short, mind my language here, lots of shorts opening that caused the price to go lower. Technically, sorry, that isn't very bearish, but not very bullish. But sometimes when you see lots of shorts opening, and then we hit a massive critical zone, and then we get the short stuck by seeing higher prices, that would actually become a fuel to an engine that would push us higher. So right now, it's not bullish, but if we reclaim, I'd say, let me take a quick look here at where the most shorts opened at. I'd say at 92.6. All right, so right now we have hit a critical zone. Let's see if we manage to go back above 92.6. all right, we also have the anchored view up. Not the best, to be honest, not my proudest fork to have the anchored view up set here, but it does look good from this. All right, so we got a hit of 92, loss of 92. Let me go on a lower time frame, 5-minute time frame. I'm going to read the comments, guys. Please bear with me. Let me go on the 5-minute time frame here. All right, so that would be bullish if we manage to reclaim. Technically, it is 92.6, but that's too far away to long. So obviously, you gotta like risk it a bit and long earlier. All right. By the way, guys, I'm only entertaining the lower time frame stuff. Like here, I'm not saying to long or short or do nothing. Right. Obviously, no short, but I mean like even longs. All right. So see how like good of an area that is. I want more shorts to be entering, especially at the bottom, because right now most of the shorts are doing well. Like they're making money because it's at the top, right? I'd prefer that to go higher, or I'd prefer, sorry, for rather than waiting for 92.6, I'd rather wait or see lots of shorts opening now, because that would make it easier for us to do something like this. All right, so now it's the test, the actual test of what will be happening on Bitcoin. Can we see higher, or is this actually a job? So that will be the total realistic test. All right, can we reclaim 92? Now that's the important area. Right? We got the value area. Let me see where the anchored job would end up as. Oh yeah, so that's better, to be honest. 5 minute time frame. All right, I'd say that longing a reclaim of 92 wouldn't be such a bad idea, especially because that would be also reclaiming the previous day value area high, a previous day price. Sorry. Hold on, I'm starting to look at the point of control. Yeah, still is at 92.6. Please bear with me, guys. I'm just over analyzing stuff here. I will go back to the reading the comments in a minute, more than a minute maybe. All right, sorry. The job, literally, what happened on the job, that's quite good. Why? The CVD, which shows me like how many longs are opening, literally got like destroyed. So this job got lots of longs liquidated. Now, usually, if opening, like sorry, if a little job such like this causes the CVD to go a lot much lower, that's totally fine. Oh, that's totally bullish. Why? Because it tells us that with this little flush, we kicked out lots of longs. All right, that's nice for the possibility of the price going higher. So I might be logging with you guys here, just for the fun of it. All right, let me enter a little long just for fun here, even though it would end up being a bit risky, but I think that would be totally fine. Doesn't matter. Still. All right. Still, it would be a different trade, by the way, guys. So this would be taken with the short. Sorry, with the stop loss below. I'd say 91.4. Right. So I want to manage them differently this way. All right. So 91 point. Let me see. So as I said, guys, I didn't prepare to open up long, but just to be with you for the good and bad. So like for the ones that missed the trade, here's another one that I literally opened with you. If we lose, we lose together. If we make money, we make money together. I want to be transparent, guys. By the way, like whenever I'm in the flow, whenever I'm enjoying myself, even though my car is parked in a wrong spot, and I'll be probably getting fined, if not even the car being taken away. Don't worry about it. I'll stick long for longer here. Let me see the price action. Not the best reaction now, but doesn't matter. Scalping Bitcoin is fun. It's right. We got the parking guy calling me. All right, not the parking guy. All right, that's good. All right. So on the 5 minute time frame, we need a reclaim of 92.6. So that is the target for us to get like a to get the chart. Sorry, to get the trade on in the clear. All right. Not if that doesn't happen, then we may as well lose. Also, I want to cover, by the way, the fact that if Bitcoin actually loses or gets below 91, we will be in the danger of losing and like falling all the way to 86. So it's all about holding 91, 90.5. Give me a second here. All right. What kind of you look like a Toyota owner, Volvo safe and credible as your trading behavior. Thank you. that's a good guess. You know, a smart guess. Like at least there's a reasoning behind the guess, so I quite like that. Anyways, got the anchored view ups. Obviously, I can pull lots of anchored view ups that would maybe help me mentally, but doesn't matter much. Yeah, so I got these two maybe protecting us. Losing these two would be an issue. But see, like even if I lose this trade, I only try to long a drop. See, like how patient how patience pay money, because like I will be more proud of someone that waited out this section of the chart, didn't long late or too late, waited for a drop and then tried this one. I'd much rather you, most of you guys, lose this one, as I might do, obviously, rather than losing something higher. Why? Because I try to teach you guys that you gotta be waiting for the drop for an important area of support to be hit. So what move would you rather? Like, would you rather long with no reason, or long just for the sake of the bias being higher, or long once everybody gets punished, once of the kids lose their trades, once all of these kids lose their trades, and then you try one by yourself? By yourself, I mean me and you and the smart good traders out there. Anyways, by the way, guys, I can lose the trade. Like, even if we lose it, doesn't it does maybe it does matter for you, but it doesn't matter for me, because I said I only judge myself by the reasons for taking the trade, not for the outcome of the trade. I cannot control the outcome. I only can control the variables that make me jump into a trade or not. Anyways, let me read the comments for me not to be overly focusing on the outcome of this little trade. This was a very welcome W trade. Thank you, Action Tourists. Was really thinking of going long at 91k too, and you doing the same was great. Your assurance of on top of that, quite happy. Thank you, brother or sister. Thank you guys, by the way, for like sticking with me, paying attention, and being open to changing. Because I think most of you guys, or most of the beginners out there, or not, I'm not calling you guys beginners, but most of the people who are unprofitable fail to change their old habits. All right. Can you please check the link? Check link on the 30-minute time frame. Oh, I mean the coin. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, Bitcoin has on the 3-day candle, 5 candles are green. Can we not expect some, like, just because we have 3-day candles? Sorry, on the 3-day sorry, I'm not sure what you mean, but just because candles happen to be on a certain color doesn't mean that we have to eventually go somehow on the flip side. Like, some of you guys, like, I have friends that the way or the whole thesis of them trading is basically like, it has went too high, it has to go low, and the other side, like, they say like, it has went too low, it has to go high, which doesn't make sense, guys. Short term scenario, I think we've covered all of these, guys, by the way, so sorry. Yeah, hold on, we got lots of comments here. And also, by the way, I gotta jump on the Arabic live stream in like 20 minutes, guys, or even less, because like I got the car is parked wrong. I gotta go do another live stream, and also what else? That's it. By the way, I forgot to tell you, the way you told this 91 scalp long, I love it. It was easy to understand, and I love you for you to post in this way all the time. I try my best, guys. By the way, as I do, or whenever I give you a trade, I try to tell you guys, like, keep in mind that me posting I longed or I shorted on my free Telegram channel is not a promise. I'm not going to be doing it every time, but I'm mainly focusing on taking trades with you on the live stream. So I'm already doing that by going live an hour or 2 hours every day. I'm covering little videos, or I'm giving the setups in advance, and if we happen to have them or get them live, I'll take them. But not every single time will I be posting an easy signal, because I hate signals on the channel, free Telegram channel. But you're welcome to join in. Give me a second here. Also, I got a friend who's asking me for stuff, so let me multitask here. Why you flipped golden pocket at 0.6 and not 1.5 and 1? I'm not sure what you mean. Late today we got Living's Fundament. Do you consider MPUC to be a nice resistance or support? It depends on what time frame it is taken from, because a naked point of control could be taken from a daily, or a previous day, a previous week, or a previous month. So depends. All right. Cool. Thanks, man. We got Little Cat. We got sorry. TV said, Ahmed, quite frankly, you are a good and cautious trader. Can you explain think deeply, and you can explain, think deeply, and I'm actually grateful for the time you take. Please do not stop what you do. You have my thanks. Thank you. Your nice and kind comments go a lot, like a lot in helping me mentally and happily and spiritually. Thank you guys for being too nice with me and for me. All right. I think Bitcoin dumping. All right, so most of these questions or comments were given. I degened at 91.9. My short is running too. from 93. Smart, smart. That's all good. To be honest, like even though like if even if it's not a trade that I took with you, if you're making money, kudos for you. Even if you make money and I lose, that's all or alright, to be honest. Anyway, let me quickly see and do something like that. All right. Where to long? Where to put the stop loss? All right, we got lots of questions. The stop loss can be either at the low of the wick, so at 91.5, or at 90.9, depending on how you want to treat this, if you know what I mean. Uh, Sorry, Lovix Film said, I missed the long from 91, but I took a short at 93.8. Thankfully made some profits with this drop and took along with you. More than a teacher, I see you as a good brother helping us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that is hopefully the goal of me showing up every single day. To be honest, like I'm totally not even proud, but I'm totally happy that I get the chance to share my ideas with people that are like would maybe like have the time to watch me for an hour or so. I go to long this 91 if it happens again. I absolutely agree with everyone. You are a blessing. Thank you, Avinga. MPUC taken from daily. I'm not sure. Maybe I've missed the question. Maybe I'm too late for a thing or so. But yeah, give me a second here, guys. All right. This should be done. Hopefully, I don't do a stupid mistake while I'm live. All right, trying to multitask here, guys. So thank you. All right, that's done. Let me go on the order flow app. All right. I also gotta do lots of stuff, guys. So I'm trying to like multitask while going live, while also needing to move my car. All right. All right. If you have questions, guys, please do put them in because that stream won't be staying for long. I'll probably be going to the Arabic live stream in a how long? Maybe 10 minutes. I'd say that's fine. All right. Also, just because we were we were paying lots of attention to the market, I forgot, or I try not to oversay it, but at least after an hour, it's quite, or it should be fine for me to talk about the description. I try to say it once, or I try to get myself to say it, or force myself to say it at least once a live stream. Anyways, you got the week's offer. Most of you guys are looking for two things: are looking for a place where you can like use an actual exchange that is good in terms of actually trading, and also I do admit, guys, that you have you using the link would help me in terms of supporting me. I have nothing to sell you guys. Oh, also the biggest support that you should give me is your nice, kind comments. And secondarily, obviously, this link has an affiliate code in it. So you clicking this link would give you like, even though yes it would help me, but also I have in return that nice exclusive offer, which is getting a bonus, a trading bonus, without even KYCing. So no KYC is required. Just put your phone number and email and make an account. That's it. You'll get a bonus. And then if you want to deposit, then you'll be getting if you deposit 100, you'll get 50. So a little nice welcome gift, to be honest. Quite nice. I also do use them, or have been using Weeks for well over a year now, and I'm quite enjoying it because they are made for day trading. So if you want to be like me, taking trades, lots of trades daily, I think that Weeks is quite nice. And also I do like the fact that once, or if you want to decide to actually join Weeks, the transition is quite easy from any kind of exchange. So no KYC is needed. Just make an account, make the most out of the deposits, exclusive deposit bonus, and then start trading with me. All right, I'm quite happy about the pump. All right, see how nice it is, guys. We're not talking about stuff, but we also taking shares with you. Perfect. This is the trade we just took all together now, right now. 5% profit, not the biggest, but keep in mind that I'm also like, this is in combined with the one that I took from yesterday. So see how nice it is, like reading the chart, understanding the market, and getting the best trades, guys, with this. So I'm going to try and stick a little longer here because I want to see if this trade would end up being a much like higher return trade. Also, please drop a comment in the comment section if you took this trade with me. We literally opened this trade live how long ago? Maybe 10 minutes ago. Always. So do you do lives every day? Yeah, I do go live every single day, brother and sisters. Yeah, every single day I'm the only thing that I'm actually consistent in doing is going live and filming content, because that's the thing that I actually enjoy. Like, I'm quite happy that, oh, sorry, I'm using YouTube as a platform to get the chance to talk about what I'm doing or what I love to do, which is like my full-time income generating skill, which is day trading, guys. So you won't be getting the high quality production stuff, unfortunately. Maybe fortunately for you guys, all I'm doing here is making or going live, talking a lot, explaining concepts, getting trades, updating trades, and that's all I'm doing. So if you're someone who wants to make to win, sorry, if you're someone who wants to make money, join in, come and join the team here, because we're building something nice, something that focuses on profitability and education rather than like nice shiny objects. So no high quality stuff. It's all me moderating, reading comments, making thumbnails. I like the comment. I like the thumbnails. Yes, guys, you told me that you also like them, so I won't be changing them. I made something new here. We made a little green shade below or behind the Bitcoin logo. So that's all me updating and making new stuff here. So don't worry, guys, about it. Nothing will change in the chart or the channel. All boring, but like money making stuff. All right. Maybe you should get a moderator already. I'm not sure, to be honest, because the comments aren't. I'm not overwhelmed by the comments, and also all the moderator will be doing is mainly like deleting and banning people. And thankfully, all the comments are too kind and nice. So too kind and nice. So no need to ban no one, at least for the time being. As also hydration reminder. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I'll take a sip of water just because Living Spiderman told me to. Told me so. I do gotta uh not forget about it. By the way, guys, I'm always I'm overly hygienic, so don't worry about me. I only forget to drink water when I'm speaking on live. But other than that, I'm actually uh I'm a victim of over hydrating. Hi, I'm bro. Hi, bro. I'm from Tamil Nadu. Thank you. We got people, and maybe that's in India, bro. You are a real champ, bro. Thank you, Avish. We got Zloty said, Ahmed, have you already opened the long, or shall we still wait? I think Zloty stopped the trade and then opened again, or sorry, stopped the live and then right now is back, because if you stayed. If you've been watching for the past 10 minutes, you would have watched us long again. So yeah, I did take a log. You're a bit late, brother, because we opened it not too late. Obviously, it's still close to my entry, but we opened it like 10 minutes ago. All right. All right. Name. Sorry, everyone is behaving. Yeah, no one is misbehaving for the time being. Let's wish that it stays that way. Uh, we got Alice Man said, if we drop to 91, is it good to take a log over the anchored view up? Yeah, but I'd say that the reaction looks good enough for the long that we entered to be the bottom, if we get this as a bottom. So if this, me personally, I'd say that if this move was to be the bottom, I'd say that the Bitcoin will probably like bump from now. This looks better than a bottom. I would be surprised if Bitcoin like goes below our entry, goes to 91, and then this ends up being the bottom. Could happen, but I'd have a feeling that if we go back to 90k, it probably will end up being much lower. But as I said, don't take it as me telling you to do stuff. That's only like something that I'm sharing, because obviously I have a trade. I wouldn't be doing nothing with this information. Uh, water electrolyze. I'm not sure if it would taste good. I'm the kind of still water guy. Hi from Abu Dhabi. Keep it up, brother. Love your work. Thank you, Musa. Barakallah fik. Unfortunately, I'm working and I cannot 100% concentrate on the live. I'm losing many minutes sometimes. Sorry, brother. Sorry. No worries. I think working and focusing on your work is much better. So no worries about it. All right. We got Modal Hava said from Tamil Nadu. All right, so maybe everybody in the chat can tell us, or everybody that's watching can tell us where they're watching me from. Let's see the variety of the viewers of Champs Crypto. Bro, what is the volume name that you use? I'm not sure what you mean. Hi, bro. Thanks for the guidance. No worries. Thanks for your appreciation and your kind words. For Carl, who's asking for the volume thing, I'm not sure what you mean, because volume name that you use. All right, we got France, Toronto. All right, so Lithuania. All right, so we got Europe. We got North America. We got London Crypto WIJ. All right, so we got like lots of people here, mostly EU. Right, I'm not sure if I think Lithuania is in the EU. Don't UAE. We got Musa. I think 90 will be the bottom. We got Croatia, opened the long from 91, stop loss quite right. Wayne from the USA, Netherlands, but I live in Poland, right? Quebec, Warsaw, India, Lebanon, the orange thing. The orange is just because I chose the color, guys. By the way, guys, the colors have nothing to do with the concept behind the lines. Hungary, correct. EU, yeah. Hungary, we got India, everybody. Like we haven't gotten one from Africa till now. Nepal, name. NPOC. It's not a tool. It's not a for Carl. If you're asking me about certain stuff, we got Nepal. All right, so we got Asia covered, EU, North America. We haven't gotten South American viewer, and also Africa. What else? Australia, maybe we haven't covered. Right, let's see if we can get more viewer jumping in. We got Lebanon, UAE, so the Arab side is covered, but maybe the African Arab side is not. All right, so let's see. Anyways, so I'm going to stick along for maybe 7 more minutes, get to the 130-minute like mark, and then end it off. I'm quite happy about the trade going higher. Just keep in mind that for us to like immediately skyrocket higher, we need to go back above 90.6, right? Go back above, you're going to be seeing much higher prices. I used to live in London, in love with the city. All right, we got Antarctica, Egypt, but live in Bangkok. All right, we got at least we got covered. We got the African, North African, Arab side, and also the African at the same time. We got Mars. All right, we got people outer planetary. All right, so maybe map of the world with follower countries. Oh yeah, that should be smart. That would be fun. Yeah, I think maybe we can have a map like that would be like shown not shown in this in the screen, but we can have it in the background, and whenever someone mentions where they're from, we can go back to it and like pinpoint or sorry color or highlight a new country that is unlocked by someone watching us. We got Laponia, never heard of it. Maybe a city. I take myself as a geography like nerd, but I haven't heard of Laponia, unfortunately. All right, Malaysia. All right, we got Malaysia in the chat. That's quite all right. Still not too many African presence here. What else? Nothing from South America. So if you want to count technically Egypt as South African, then yeah. Other than that, no one. I think we have a viewer from Nigeria, but is not here today. Yeah, it's interactive. Exactly. We got Slovakia, Greece. All right, so EU. Most of the guys are from the EU. Greece, yeah. I wish to go to Greece. I want to go to Greece. Hope maybe in the summer. I think it's one of the must visit, to be honest, countries. I'm from India, but I moved to Nepal because what good is money if it doesn't bring you peace? All right, sounds interesting. Seems like you like Nepal more than India. EU is in Latvia. Yeah, EU, Latvia. Yeah. Laponia is the northern region of Scandinavia. All right, but which country is it? Is it Finland? Right, smash the like button. Let's get 100 for the second day in a row. Let's make 100 likes the daily standard. Yeah, let's go for it, guys. All right, so we're only 7 likes away, so I think we can easily hit it, guys. All right, as Wayne has been saying, we'll make it a usual daily standard, not a target that we shoot for. Yeah, Finland. All right. That's quite alright. I know my geography, guys. Don't worry. Serbia. All right, so I think we got the previous Yugoslavia covered. Lots of them. We got Croatia. We got Serbia. Maybe we'll get a Bosnian in the chat. Greece is beautiful country. Yeah. I think nobody can doubt that. Finland here as well. All right, we got even Finnish people here. It's quite maybe cold right now at the moment of time. We got Santa Claus country, Finland, I think. Yeah, I think it is from Finland. I'm not sure. The person who's from Laponia, please tell us if Laponia is in Finland or not. We got South Africa. All right, at least I finally finding an actual African. The long is paying. Yeah, no worries. If you find me like too chill reading the comments, it's because the long is doing good. So no worries. We don't need to like over stress about it. Proud of you, Wayne. Yeah. I want to shout out Wayne, a brother that stuck with me since we used to get like 20-30 viewers. He's the man, obviously showing up every single day, to be honest. So totally indebted to Wayne of how nice he is. And also, by the way, guys, Wayne lives in the US, and if you're watching me from the US, you gotta know that, or you obviously know that it's like quite early in your time. Maybe right now it should be at, I'm not sure, maybe 9:30. Maybe Wayne can tell us 9:30 a.m. So like quite early in the morning. I'm not sure if Wayne is working, doing trading, maybe in school and uni, but he seems to be showing up every single time at 7:30, 8 a.m. even. I love Greeks and Hungarians. We are brothers. Yeah, yeah. I mean, technically, we're all brothers, guys. We got Canada. Uh, when all season? No idea. Laponia can refer to a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Swedish Lapland, the Latin name for the region of Lapland, or a historical province in Finland and Sweden. Alright, so seems to be maybe uh a vague place to come from. Ireland, we got Ireland in the chat. Thank you, Richmond. All right, so quite happy that we've got almost like the not obviously not the whole world covered, but at least like 30 different countries that we're getting like watched from. Quite happy about that because like obviously, especially with that many countries, the timing would be totally different from a country to another. So that's quite like honestly like enjoyable. Yeah. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. The New York market is open not right now. Yeah, it has opened right now, guys, at the moment of time. And I promise you guys to stick with you until it opens. So I'm going to continue reading the comments for the final 10 and 3 minutes, guys. Chat is turning into geography lesson. Yeah, close time. Yeah, I'm learning stuff here, like Laponia. We've learned Laponia. Brothers and sisters, little cat. Sure. If you have a Hungarian brother, you do not need an enemy. Quite. I think I should maybe. I do. I already do have a Hungarian brother by you, Zlati. Richmond said, "What time does it open? It's just open right now. So 6:30 p.m. Dubai time, which is 9:30 Eastern time, New York time." And then, like, you just look at the clock literally right now and you'll know what time it opens at your country. No one from Australia. We got Australians, but maybe not at the moment of time because I've read that previously. I'm 100% sure that we got Australians. We all together cover the 24 hours of the day. Yeah, close to that. Especially if we got an actual Antarctican, then that would be totally absolutely true. Anyways, guys, just because before I end it off, guys, it was absolutely a blast sticking with the live stream for an hour and 30 minutes, and we just actually hit the 100 likes target as we are ending the live streams. So thank you, brothers and sisters, for being too kind, nice, and appreciative. I'm also quite appreciative and happy about the reception I've been getting and have been getting for the past, I'd say, a good month. Maybe we've been making like live streams constantly on the English channel for a good month now, and also I gotta go to the Arabic channel, so I think I gotta show them love as I'm doing right now. So thank you guys for sticking along with how long you've done, and also right now we gotta understand the beginning or the technical stuff. I think we've covered all that. Enjoy that time at the live stream, and just to end it off, guys, please, if you're not following me on the free Telegram channel, please do that. Nothing to sell you here. It's only if you wanna like extra alpha, extra updates, that's the place to go. And also if you want to support me and also get a good bonus, weeks is the place where I use as my main exchange. That's the place where you see my trades being open. So if you want to support me and also get yourself a nice deposit bonus, I gotta be real and transparent by saying that using the link will have my referral code on, which is QLWL. Anyways, so if you want to use the referral code, that would give you a bonus, but also would support me, guys. So totally up to you guys. If you want to support me, your kind comments are more than enough. But we also got that link in the description and pinned in the comments if you are looking to move exchanges. Totally up to you guys. Anyways, thank you. We got Estonia in the chat finally. Emoto, everybody's here. Has been wonderful and a blast to be a part of the team. Thank you, champs, for showing up. And I gotta go because I gotta move my car before it gets actually taken or told away. And also start my live stream in Arabic in maybe 10 minutes. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Trade safe, and also put a god